Hi, stamping friends. It's Marilyn Wagner here, coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada. And today I'm going to share a quick, well, it's not a quick and easy card. It's got a lot of different colors, so you have to change a lot of, clean the stamp a lot of times. But I think it's a really cute card for a birthday. I have a few other things to share with you as well. So before I do that, let me just check that I'm in the right place. I'm going to check on my iPad and see if looks like it's working. So great to see you. And today it is very cold in Spruce Grove. We are at -16, which is quite a difference from the first 3 weeks of January this year. So let me know what it's like where you are. I know some places in the world they're having, I heard today that there was a snowstorm in Arizona. I didn't realize that ever happened. So things are really different. But also, I would like to thank you for being here. If you could share and like my videos, whether it's on Facebook Live or on YouTube, when you're watching replay, it's there as well. I really appreciate you subscribing to my YouTube channel. So we can build this stamping community that we're all having fun with when we can't go out and do anything else anywhere else. So I'm going to switch you down to my desk and we'll see. Okay, that's the far side of my room. You don't need to see that, but see if you can see my desk and I can show you this card that I'm going to make. First of all, as you can see, I have set up on here Stamping Staycation coming this Saturday, and registration ends on the 28th, Thursday at noon. But so you still have time to bring a friend, and if you do, your name will be put in a draw for winning all the samples that we're making on Saturday. This is where you can register yet. So great day. You don't have to get out of your pajamas or do anything else. Just join us and have fun. Everything will be recorded and shared with you after the event, a few days afterwards. So you can always go back and look, and you will get PDF copies to print if you prefer a printed version as well. So great day of fun. We're having fun putting that together, Joanne and Lillian and I. My host code, if you're ordering on my website and the order is under $200, I would appreciate you using my host code. Always helps me out. And other things happening in the Stampin' Up world, of course, is Sale-A-Bration, which is a 2-month event. So we're just about done 1 month. Lots of free items you can get for spending $60. You can get this paper, this stamp set, and there are some other stamp sets. And what's happened in the catalog this time is that they are showing you if you bought these products with this one number, you would have enough that you could get the free stamp set and make all of these samples. So great ideas always in these books. They used to be called idea books, and you can see why. So I have some cards to show you with this set. When you get to this one, you'll notice it says 120, and this one says 120. So for if you spend 120, I'm talking Canadian dollars here, that you can earn, you can get the paper and the stamp set. And if you host a party at $375 or more, you can get this stamp set will come to you free. Plus, joining is the best time of the year to join. Hi, Bonnie. For $135, as it says, you get to pick 165 of what you want, as well as for this year, when you join, you get 5 packages of 6x6 designer paper. This is paper that will be available in the new catalog coming out the first part of May, but you can get it now if you join my team. So these are the papers. They're all in, this is the in color, this is the brights, the regals, the subtles, and the neutrals. So you have lots of variety, lots of choices for things to make with that. So think that's all the announcements I have. For now, let's get on to making the card. And today, hey Karen, you're not really late. I had trouble with getting my system going too, so no problem. Good to see you. I also, to warn you, in case something comes crashing down, I do have some new lights I'm trying today. You can see the leg of it here and whatever, just to see if it'll show up better with my demo. So let me know what you think. And also let me know in the comments as we go through this if there's anything particular you would like to see me show you, whether it's a fancy fold, a certain occasion, boxes. We've been doing a lot of boxes in our Friday class that I host on Zoom, and I can certainly share something like that with you. So just let me know. I love to hear from you and have comments. So this card fits in, let's see, many pieces here, a regular size envelope. So your base is our regular size, but when you get it and open it up, it opens like this. So it is a Z fold done on with a different look. And recently I had a little boy turning 6, and I thought, what am I going to do for him? So this is what I made. And I understand he loved the card, as well as he was so excited to get mail with his name on it. So think of that as you are sending out cards, because it is really special to people to get that in the mailbox, whether it's little people or big people. So the suite we're going to use today is this one in the catalog on page 48. You can order it as a suite, which is one number to get everything on these pages. There's lots of ideas as to how to use the sets, and hard to hold with one hand. It comes with a stamp set and a punch. It says the actual size of the punch. Now that I'm at that page, I really don't need that. It comes with these sprinkles, which are the cutest little sprinkles. They're hard little plastic, and we're going to try putting them on the card I'm making today. I didn't put them on that one, but we will try. This ribbon that matches the Blackberry Bliss in the paper. So you would get all of those things with that one number, or you could buy each one individually. So a great kit to have in your collection. So let's get started. I have done a little bit of pre-cutting just because of time. So my base, as I said, it fits our regular size. So it is the 5.5 by 4.25. The white that I'm going to do as a Z fold is cut at 10.5 by 4 and scored at 5.25 and 7 7/8. So I brought in my scoreboard. I don't know if you can tell in your picture, but I can see sparkles all over it, so I'm guessing that I was using it for some kind of Christmas paper. So put it in the long way. Use your scoring tool at 5.25, which would be half. So that would be that mark there. And then 7 7/8 is the one tick mark on your scoreboard before the 8. And that is going to give you a fold in half and then a fold back on the other half. Half again, I guess you would call it, maybe? I don't know, something like that. So I am going to bring in my piercing mat and do my folding on there. And even though I've scored it, I always make sure that it is lined up before I do the burnishing with the bone folder. And then I will fold back. So like I said, that's our typical Z fold, but when you use it on a card like that, it's going this way. So I have my base, I have this, but I won't put it on until I get everything else on, because of course I am going to do some stamping, and I don't want to, if I really mess up with it and have to get another piece, I haven't got it stuck to the back already. So my color is Cinnamon Cider, and partly because it matches the Designer Series paper, that I used for the waffle cone, and that paper is part of that suite. So I'm going to ink my happy birthday from this stamp set. I think you can probably see. And I'm just going to put it towards the one side. And especially with photopolymer, I tend to hold it down for like maybe a count of 5. So that will be my happy birthday. And then, I don't know if you noticed, but on the inside I did have this, and we'll see if I can get that straight. It doesn't even look like it's mounted straight. Photopolymer, of course, you can shape if you have shapes that you want to match with it. So when you do put it on a block, you have to kind of be careful that it's straight. And look at that. Today is a lucky day. And that's all the stamping there is for the card. Then it came to, how am I going to do my ice cream toppers, which this is the, should have shown you that. This is the punch, the ice cream and the cone. So well, I've got it there. This is the paper. One side of it has ice cream, the other has the waffle, and that's what I'll use for the cone. And there's no rhyme or reason as to how to do it. I'm just going to punch it. And what happens often with these punches that have 2 images on them is you get pieces flying all over like that one. So that will be my cone, and it is going to go down here somewhere. Then I have pre-punched and pre-stamped and punched some of these. So I have very vanilla, because to me vanilla is definitely a cone. I have the others. I don't know if you can see my sample. Some of them I've done, some of them I haven't. The ones I've left are the ones I want to stamp the sprinkles on. So what I did with my first one, I just pulled a whole pile of colors I liked and laid them out and decided this is what I was going to do. So when you do that, put my ink away already, this is what you get. And just because I have some old and some new, I'll just kind of show you. Look at the colors you can pick. And they do make a rainbow. I don't know if there's flavors of ice cream in all these colors or not, but they are, I find them exciting to use. So I've used the yellow, I have used the Rococo Rose, Gorgeous Grape, Balmy Blue, Bumblebee, the Cinnamon. I guess I didn't stamp a cinnamon one. Okay. So the other thing that I would suggest when you're doing this is your stamp itself is only this big. So I like to cut a strip of paper and I can just stamp my way down it. And the other thing that you really need to have when you're doing it, of course, is your simple chamois that's wet, because you have to clean in between each one. So I have got my Fruity Flamingos done. My old olive, I will, kind of running out of room here. And this stamp does have a shaded area, as you can see on the ones I did. So it doesn't give a solid image, which is okay. So that is the one I had down here, and I had just stamped the, I don't know, sprinkle dots, I guess, in the same color. And because it's lighter there, and this, and I don't think there's a right or wrong way for that to go over it either, and then I will clean it in my chamois, because all of the ones I've left to stamp with you are ones that have, that one has dirt on it, ones that have the second stamp on them. So that's my old olive. My granny apple green. This is such a pretty green. And I be the first to tell you I'm not really a green person as far as liking green, but this one is great. And that one also had this set of dots on it. Oops, clean it, don't leave it. Then I have, oh, Blushing Bride I did. What else do I need? I do need the Flirty Flamingo. So again, and then when you go down the, sorry, if I'm going down the strip to punch them out, you do have to trim in between each one after you've punched, and that's quite easy with our wonderful paper snips. Okay, so that one, that one, that one, that one. And I guess maybe the only other one I need. I should have 9, so I've got 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, 6 counting the vanilla, but let's do the cinnamon cider. Guess that would be, well, no, that's not quite dark enough to be chocolate, is it? So, give me some names. What kind of flavors do you think these, name the color of the ink and the flavor you think it should be. I would love to hear your ideas. Whoops. And so I can see a lot of people coming up with ideas for this. I have found another one where when you open the card, the ice cream cone pops up, which I think is really, really kind of cute. Okay. Now, what am I going to put on the envelope? I do want to stamp it this time. And I think I am going to put maybe the grape. And I think we'll just have a cone. I don't think I'm going to worry about, we'll just have ice cream, not a cone. Make sure I'm on the right end. Oh, fell on the floor, but it landed with the ink side up, so that was a good thing. Oh, and that one, because it's on the outside of the envelope, I can't put the sprinkles on it, so definitely will be stamped sprinkles. So, try not to throw them all over the place again and holler in your ear. So sorry about that. Okay, so give me some ideas there as to what flavors those would be. And I will punch these out. Next. And because of where it's placed, you can just slide your strip of paper in and punch. Now, that's where you need to be trimming. So your next and each color, they look like a rainbow. I know that years ago there used to be rainbow ice cream where you would, I think, well, for sure recently I've seen what's called tiger ice cream, which has the black and the orange. Wouldn't be my pick of the crop because I don't care for licorice, so. But that's why they have so many flavors. So many different people want different, have different tastes. So there will be my pieces. And now, just to figure out where to place them. So the cone will go definitely with liquid glue. And you don't need a lot, of course. just a piece there, and then I'm going to put this so it just comes up over the edge. It really looks like a waffle cone, doesn't it? And for this, then I do want it, as I'm following, I want it popped up, and I do not want any adhesive on the very top edge. So I will use probably a couple dimensionals, and just tuck that on there. And then the rest of the colors are just however you want them. I will probably do the same because that's easy for me. So I need a dark one, dark green, and my brown, and my this pink one. And then, they'll just be glued with liquid glue all the way up, and then I will be adding some of these little embellishments to this particular one. So there's no, when I first showed this to my card club ladies, oh, you did it so straight. Well, there's no straight about it. I just placed them. I did want them to appear to be above the cone, but it wasn't like, oh, it's got to be exactly this far in or this far in or whatever. And using the liquid glue, you have that wiggle room that we all love. And I couldn't imagine ever buying a cone that had this many scoops on it. So therefore, there was no real spacing or anything else on it. I think it just looks really neat. And like I say, that little fella that I did give it to, he thought it was pretty special. So that always makes you feel good. So I have a number of cards, I think I've mentioned before, that I do send out monthly. Family, friends, customers, and my list popped up today that I gotta get time to get my February ones ready. And when I looked at the list, it was like, oh boy, I better make some. For some reason, have lots and lots of birthdays in February. And the first one I do know that I have to make a special card for. Now see, that one's down a little bit farther, but that's okay. Is our oldest grandson, coming up here in a week or so. And of course his is more of a masculine one now than worrying about a kid's one, but still want to have something special for him because they're all special. So that kind of looks the same. I don't know if I used looks like maybe I did use the same colors. So what I will do next is attach it to here. And I did, on the one that I sent, I wrote here for the greeting. But of course, there's room on the back if you would rather. And again, I used my liquid glue, which is always handy on my desk. And it dries quick enough that it stays there, but it also gives you that little bit of flexibility if you need it. So do you send out lots of birthday cards, anniversary cards? I'm thinking that perhaps more so during the pandemic, because everybody can't get together for birthday wishes. Now, let's see if I can do this without dumping them. What I'm going to do is, and this is just, I'm just going to put little dabs of glue like that. And then I'm going to use my take your pick tool with that little bit of You see that? And see if I can pick up these. Looks like I got one. And just, whoops. Now, why did that bounce up? Maybe they have yellow. Whoops, not two yellows. And they're just like I said, they're like little hard little plastic things. I've seen awesome shaker cards made with these, and that will be on my list. And let me know if you'd like one of those to be made. It's really quite easy to do with our clear envelopes. You've seen them before, but whoops. My rule of 3 is happening here. Maybe a rule of 1 is going to happen on a couple of them. There's one there. And then if you put maybe a whole bunch on this top one, let's see what happens with that. Might be easier just to dump them out, because they don't have to be. Oh, trying to get the glue off. That's pretty silly. Let's put a red one down there. Let's put some more up here. The other thing that I've seen done, especially on the top layer like this, and I haven't tried it yet, but this lady put the crystal effects and let it dry, and it looked like it was a sauce around the top. So that was a neat effect to have on it too. So again, not counting these, just trying to get them where I put all that glue. Let's see if I've got another. The yellow really stands out. Whoops. Well, that one came off on my finger. So a little bit time consuming. I like it. Hope you do too. The other thing, of course, that would go on there really well is your wink of Stella for a little bit of sparkle on it, but I will definitely be using some of those to do a shaker card at some point. So I'm not going to touch that for fear, because I have glue on my fingers already. But so there is my tall ice cream card. Hopefully you like it, and if you do make others, please share them under this post. It's great to see what other people are doing. And like I said before, please comment, let me know what else you would like to see me demonstrate for you, because I'm always looking for ideas. And I will try and be here every Tuesday, barring anything unforeseen. So just a few others that, while that's drying, I'm just going to tuck it up there. I have this particular one that we made in Card Club this month with the ribbon that comes in that suite and the glimmer paper. So this one has the same waffle cone and just cut out a glimmer paper. And this has one, that one has 2 scoops, both equally gorgeous. The designer paper, either or side. This is another one done with the cone and the, what is that? A fudgesicle, kind of, not a fudgesicle, popsicle maybe. And the happy birthday, hope it's sweet, with some rhinestones. And then some of the note cards, again, just done with the creamsicle in either color. Now, that would just not take any time at all to get cards done and out. And this one is the cone put upside down from being a cone, and it looks like a birthday hat. So some great ideas. Some other cute ones that I've received in swaps recently, and I don't think I've shown them to you, is the donkey set that is so cute in the Sale-A-Bration catalog. This is one done with the Sale-A-Bration paper, and it is that arrow fold, I believe it's called. Looks very difficult, but really it's not that difficult. I have made one previously. A couple Valentine occasion cards done with paper pumpkin sets. So if you're interested in paper pumpkin, that's a great way to get started, and everything comes in your kit and it arrives on your doorstep and is ready for you to craft right away. You can take it with you or you can work on it at home. Another donkey one with that black background paper. And this one I was challenged on the weekend to do one with only stamps, ink, and paper. And there was to be no ribbon, there was to be no coloring whatsoever. It was called Simple Stamping, and this is the one I came up with. So I was quite tickled because I quite often don't do that. As you can see, I end up doing embellishments of some sort. And again, we weren't to use dies or punches, or it was mainly to show people that you can do it with just stamps, ink, and paper. So there you go. So hopefully you enjoyed, and I will look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now. And maybe not next week. I know Bonnie and Karen are on here, and I see Carolyn. We'll see all of you on Saturday at Staycation. And for the rest of you, if you haven't registered, there is still time. So let me know. Thank you.